Welcome to Nacho Fitness Coach,
where we're all about keeping it real in the world of fitness.
I'm Sarah, your go-to fitness professional, cutting through the BS to bring you the truth.
And I'm Caleigh, your fitness newbie, here to ask the questions you're too afraid to ask.
From crunches to kale, we've got the inside scoop on what works and what doesn't.
Because fitness should be fun.
So Caleigh, what do you like to listen to when you work out?
I don't know, sometimes a podcast and sometimes music.
Hey, wait, this is a podcast. What if you could have both?
At the same time?
Oh, yeah. Podbeat is a free mobile app that lets you add any beat style to any podcast for your workout. It's easy to do and free to download in the App Store. Caleigh, you sound pretty cool with the trap beat, but Sarah, the funk beat works for your voice.
So if you want to make our podcast work for a workout, check it out in the App Store.
They even have Podbeat for Android users in the Google Play Store. Okay, on to the show.
So Caleigh,
Yes.
last week we had Ginny with us.
That was so fun.
That was so fun. She's super fabulous. I really love her.
We had her here for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we did. And I don't feel like we had enough of her either.
No, we'll get her back.
She's worth coming back. So Ginny, guess what? You're in. So, but we did kind of mention that there are a variety of probably accounts out there that we, both you and I, like for a variety of reasons.
Right.
And so we're going to go through a series here over the next few weeks, and we're going to share some of those with you.
Some good ones out there.
There are some good ones out there. And so, there are also some really horrible ones
Really
out there.
shitty ones.
Really terrible ones. So this could give you, though,
Right.
maybe
How do you know who to follow?
How do you cut through the stuff that people are going to shoot it to you straight,
Right.
and give you a shortcut, so you can stop weeding through it. Just go follow these people because they've got good stuff.
Because we said so.
Because we said so. That's right. So I have the first one for us.
Okay, I'm excited.
And I have talked about them before. We've kind of dissected some of the posts that they've done inside the group. But the group, it's a Facebook group, but they also have an Instagram profile and things like that. But it's Lean Bodies Consulting. And so they do paid coaching services, which I've been a client of theirs in the past too. Lean Bodies Consulting Community is the private Facebook group that's out there. And they do have Facebook and Instagram, at least, probably more of the socials. I don't know, but that's kind of where I found them, connected with them. It's a husband and wife team, and they cut through a lot of the BS for you.
Yeah.
So here was the one recently that caught my attention that I thought was worth talking about, a specific post from them, because it just goes to show how cut and dry they are with the truth.
Right.
And here was the title: Snacking and Grazing Keeps You Fat.
Say the next line.
I said what I said.
When someone says I said what I said, it's like a severe statement.
I'm in. I know. I realized what I said. I realized what I said is going to trigger some of you, but I'm here for that anyways.
But I said it anyways.
I said it anyways.
I like to drop a good I said what I said every once in a while. You know what I mean?
It's worth getting out there.
I respect it.
Now, I'm kind of the opposite. I just know that that's assumed, that people know that I said what I said. So do you really need to say that? I don't know. I'm just saying.
I see where you're going with that. Okay. And I respect that as well. Okay. I like that.
Okay. I mean, because you did.
I said what I said. I like it.
Oh, because you didn't? Then who did?
But you don't need to say that. If you mean it enough.
Right. I mean, that's kind of my point.
You shouldn't even have to say that. That's like meta.
Everything you say, you should be like, I said what I said.
Yeah, you should say what you said.
You did.
But you shouldn't have to say you said what you said.
You shouldn't have to say that, but you can't. Apparently, you feel the need to sometimes.
You just ruined it for me. God damn it. You gotta ruin everything. Okay, what's the next thing you're gonna ruin? Yeah, so snacking and grazing keeps you fat. Great.
I mean, and they will go straight out and make some very bold statements at the beginning.
I follow their Facebook page.
Yeah.
I tried to join their group
Yeah.
and then I got denied.
Oh, well, maybe. Okay. So maybe the page is what's public.
Yeah.
And maybe the community group is closed to everyone just because I have been a client before.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh,
'cause
that
they
could
said,
be.
They said something about answer the membership questions. They didn't ask me. I don't know. They didn't ask me any membership questions.
Well, maybe that's why I'm in.
That's fair.
Maybe this is some
fair.
exclusive content.
But I do like the stuff that they post on their public, like on their Facebook page.
And I guess I could go over and reconcile to see if they made this same post in their public group
Yeah,
or not.
I don't know.
didn't look to see, but okay, so this was inside the closed community group, so you probably won't have access to it unless you do a program with them. But anyways, we're going to talk about it today because I thought it was a really great talking point just to kind of bring up, because oftentimes I do feel like people think snacking is harmless.
Yeah.
Or you truly aren't aware of how much snacking you're actually doing.
Yeah.
Like if you're a salty person and you're taking the entire bag of chips with you to the couch, you have no idea what you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a cereal person and you haven't actually measured out the only like half cup serving, that's really what the serving is.
Well, when you just keep going back for
Yes.
more.
The grazing is a real thing. I hear a lot of moms that are like, well, I just finished what is on my kids' plates, or, you know, things like that, where I'm like, okay, but now you're grazing, you're not paying attention, and all that stuff will add up over the course of the day. Okay. So researchers consider this to be high risk behavior for future weight gain and or eating issues, since it can lead to an eating pattern similar to binging. Binging, which I mean, it can vary. Like if your self-awareness is not where it needs to be, that can spiral really quickly if you're not paying attention. Okay. So the concern is more about the pattern of eating rather than the specific food you're consuming. Although the caloric and nutritional quality of the snacks can also play a significant role in the weight gain or / lack of loss. Lack of weight loss. Lack of weight loss. Lack of weight loss. Whack a was. What? Who's even talking right now? Lack of weight loss, obviously. Yeah. Okay. So it's more about the habitual, unconscious, not paying attention behavior that they're talking about here. And so not the nature of the food necessarily, but just that overall pattern of snacking, which I feel like when we had Ginny on and we talked about the nutritional stuff, she alluded to some of that too. And you do have a history of that kind of creeping up without knowing it until you stop to pay attention, I guess. So
yeah, I think it's an easy thing to kind of let slip through the cracks. And this is, for me, this is an uncomfy conversation because it is a thing that I don't want to face. It feels very inconsequential, and I enjoy grabbing, grazing, snacking. And this is behavior that I engage in from time when we did my body composition, and you were like, you got a little extra.
the love handle.
What'd you call it?
Muffin top.
We struggled with the sopraliac.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, that's probably what that's from. And, you know, that's kind of what I'm facing right now is I'm like, you know, I'm not eating horribly on it. Like my meals, honestly, are not
much better than they were 2 years ago.
Prioritizing protein, and my meals are actually looking pretty good. But especially lately with holidays, birthdays, blah, 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 and all these snacks are creeping into my house, and I'm just finding myself in the kitchen a little bit more often.
Like, oh, don't mind if I do. It's here.
And those cookies.
You did find some pretty seriously looking delicious.
Like Jeremy's grandma made me this cake, and we've got candy, you know, holiday candy, and it's the whole situation. So it does kind of like, sometimes it's worse than other times, but I think it can easily become a habit. The other day we were driving home, and all of a sudden I found myself thinking, I cannot wait to get home and eat junk food. Which I haven't had thoughts like that in a long time.
How would that go for you?
I did it.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. How did that go for you?
Yeah, I ate junk food.
Yeah, what'd you eat?
Candy, cake, cookies.
All the things I just talked about, they're in the house. I just went through them all. Did you have a large amount of it? Like,
I've been having a larger amount lately than I should be having, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, the cake that Jeremy's grandma made me, it was like this. You know what 7-layer bars are?
Yeah.
Okay, so she made this it was like because I love 7-layer bars. Well, this was like a 7-layer bar, but like with like her homemade pudding.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Oh my God. She actually made it a while back, and I was like, that's what I want for my birthday. So she made me a whole thing, and then she put it in these 2 containers. So these 2 containers sat in my fridge, and more than I would care to admit, I just set the container on the counter with a fork in it and just back and forth.
You were celebrating your birthday, though.
Every time, yeah, a week later. My birthday was over. So I get that. Like, I feel this, and I kind of don't want to talk about it because...
Does that feel fresh?
I feel too fresh. A little raw right now.
Raw. Oh, but I do think it is that self-awareness. And it is hard. And you probably don't realize how much some things get out of control. But it's
I think also it's probably good. It's a good sign that I have no, like, it didn't take this conversation for me to like, something's going on. Whereas like, I think a couple years ago, I probably wouldn't have even
thought twice about it.
No,
but it can compound very quickly.
Yeah.
And add up. So snacking and grazing without paying attention to hunger cues can lead to consuming more calories than the body needs. I mean, yes. We know this, right? It adds up very quickly. It can disrupt your body's natural hunger and satiety.
Satiety?
Satiety?
No.
Satiety.
No. Satiety.
Satiety. Satiety.
No, none of the above.
Okay, you say it then.
Satiety.
Sounded like satiety.
God damn it. No. Now we gotta look it up.
Yeah, you do. Okay, so we're gonna have to see what Google.
We get in trouble from listeners sometimes when we say things wrong.
We do. Yeah. I do.
Yeah, I remember we got a nasty comment about you.
Oh, that's right. We did have one listener that was not impressed with.
Oh well.
I stumbled on a word that she thought apparently that I should know very clearly.
You ready?
And
I'm gonna turn my laptop.
I mean, we're just all human, so I'm sorry that I can't speak.
I forgive you.
Correctly all of the time. My goodness. I mean,
okay, you ready to hear this?
Okay, yeah. Satiety.
Oh,
look at me.
What was I saying? Satiety.
I don't know. I was like, that's not right. Like satiety. There we go.
You said a lot of different things. That was one.
That you were satiated.
That was one of a few things that you said.
Satiety signals that you were satiated. There we go.
Okay, I'm glad we got over
feeling
that.
of fullness. What is the description on there about
satiety?
Yeah, what's the definition as per Google? Does it say?
Well,
that way we can
I
define.
Specifically Googled.
We can define this word, and then that way we are all clear about what it means to be satiated.
I know what it means. The quality or state of being fed or gratified to or beyond capacity.
Okay. So it's the feelings of being full. Feeling full.
Yeah.
So snacking and grazing without paying attention to hunger cues disrupts your body's natural hunger and satiety signals, making it harder for you to recognize when you're truly hungry or full, which that is something that people need to learn when to stop.
I think it was on that Blue Zones show that we talked about last season or a couple seasons ago, where they talked about in Japan, they have this rule or whatever, like kind of, I don't know, unwritten rule that you eat to 80% full.
Yeah. Well, that will be like the basis of some like different types of diet plans.
Yeah.
Or, they talk about that because it takes a while too, right? For your body to catch up.
For your brain to
catch up with how much food you've actually eating. And so some strategies around that will be, taking so many chews with each bite, or sitting down at the table can be a strategy.
Staying off your phone,
not eating in front of TV, because then you're just not paying attention, sitting down with a conversation.
And then like waiting, like when you waiting 10 minutes before you get more food, because sometimes you finish and then you're like, I'm still hungry. Well, actually, if you would just wait a tick.
Yeah, you might be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, taking the time, paying attention to what you're eating, being involved in it, and not just like shoving it in your face and being distracted eating. Mm-hmm. Try to avoid the distracted eating situation.
Yeah.
If you're trying to relearn those signals or those cues. So snacking and grazing without paying attention to hunger cues also relinquishes control as to when hunger shows up in your day due to the lack of predictable eating patterns, resulting in an unpredictable hunger pattern throughout your day. That's interesting. So it's basically saying that your patterns, if you're not regular, because you're snacking and you're grazing, that you're not really in control of when your hunger shows up.
Right.
Which, that's not very convenient.
Right.
If you're somebody like me and you like to be somewhat routined and scheduled, I think your blood sugar appreciates you if you try to regulate your meals a little bit.
For sure.
Your emotional well-being. Getting hangry is no fun.
Nobody likes to be hangry.
Nobody likes to be around you when you're hangry.
Well,
I mean, I'm just saying, it's kind of a thing.
that was mean.
No, I'm just, it's not directed at you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just telling, if you are a human being in a room that needs to eat, and so you're being angry because you're hungry.
I don't really care about how my hanger affects other people.
I don't want to. I'm not going to choose to be around you.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
right.
That's
I
your
mean,
choice.
I'll turn around and walk away.
Sure,
because I'm not going to deal with that.
Yeah.
Go take care of yourself. Become a happy human being again, and then we can talk.
Yeah.
So
eat some broccoli.
Go eat something good. You know,
moon pie.
So, and there's a note. This is different than having planned for snacks. So,
Is that bad? We don't want to do that?
In an instance where, I mean, I'm a huge fan of eating a meal every 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, this isn't about foods you'd call snacks.
This isn't.
This
yeah,
is
this
about
isn't
grabbing
about
bites
saying
of grandma's cake that
yes.
you didn't. Yeah. Okay.
That is, hey, I have my mid-morning snack and it's planned, and I drink a protein shake and I have a handful of almonds or whatever. I grab an apple.
That makes sense.
And so that is that's not what this is referring to.
Okay.
This is referring to grandma's cake out on the counter and you're grazing.
Or that
on
handful of
long.
cereal from
or the bag of chips.
the bag of chips.
That it stays out, and every time you walk by, you grab
Or
some.
the Halloween candy sitting on the counter.
Yeah, that happens too.
Yeah.
Those holidays will sneak up and get you. Or the entire month of December when everyone's celebrating the holidays for like a total 4 weeks, and there's just endless amounts of cookies and treats and all the things constantly rolling in at work, with the kids, the parties, all the things. I mean, this really is like the entire month of December.
True.
For a lot of people. I'm just saying. All right, so that's not about food. The snacking that is built into your plan is not it. This is more just the eating that occurs out of boredom or stress or just out of a habit that you've gotten yourself into.
So you should plan your snacks.
Just plan your snacks and stick to a schedule. Don't let it interfere with your meals.
I just never thought I would reach a point in my life where I'd plan for my snacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it sucks being an adult, doesn't it?
God damn it.
Tiring.
It's exhausting. Why do I have to pay attention to all this stuff? Adulting is hard.
Oh, damn it.
Oh my gosh, because it's so hard.
Right, so here we are.
It's
now
so
we're
hard.
Planning for our snacks. So what if you write down grandma's cake? 3 p.m.
Then it would be a set meal, apparently. So then I guess there you go. That's your way around it.
Okay.
So eat at set meal times and not in between. That it will make a world of difference. So would you consider yourself, though, consistently not including the birthday cake situation? Are you somebody that snacks and grazes pretty frequently or no?
I think it comes and goes, because I would answer that question differently at different times. I think for whatever, I don't know if it has to do with the stress in my life or what's going on, but consistently yes and consistently no. Sometimes I feel like, I think about it. I'm like, oh, I'm not a snacker. I haven't been snacking for a while. I'm a snack,
You are a snack? I feel like that's what you just said. That I am a snack. Okay. I'm like, oh, you are. I had no idea.
The look on your face when you said you are a snack.
I just want to make sure I heard that correctly.
You never heard somebody say,
I'm a snack?
nobody's ever told you look like a snack?
No. What? Is that a thing? Alan's agreeing with Caleigh because he always does. I'm over here like living in a bubble.
It's almost
and
better
don't understand slang.
Honestly, it's almost better when my jokes like don't land with you.
And again, I agree with Caleigh.
Wait.
You looked at me. You were just like silent for a second. You're like waiting for me to correct myself. Then you said, "You're a snack."
Oh, that's a joke? That's a joke. Oh.
Oh my god!
I missed that one.
We gotta stop doing this. You never heard somebody saying you're looking like a snack?
No.
Dane never tells you you're looking like a snack.
No. What does Google say about that? What's that slang for? What is that saying in
Like you're
proper
looking
English?
like you're looking yummy. You're looking
Oh.
Yeah, desirable. Ooh, I want
like a snack. Like you want a snack. Looking.
That's
like,
supposed to be like attractive?
Jeremy tells me I look like a snack all the time.
Oh, I don't even think
it's
this is a
spelled
real
with
thing.
2 C's. It's not a CK.
Oh.
Snack is
see?
internet slang for an extremely attractive or sexy person, i.e., you want to gobble them up like a snack.
Right, but they don't spell it that way. It's spelled S-N-A-C-C.
That doesn't invalidate the joke.
word.
I am completely illiterate with internet slang.
So maybe people on the internet have told you look like a snack like this, spelled this way, and
Nope.
maybe that's why you didn't get it.
Nope, never seen that. I apparently am not a snack.
Yeah, the extra C just threw her off.
People
Yeah,
also,
no kidding. That's not even proper English. I don't understand
that's
slang.
not why you didn't get it.
I don't get slang.
Because nobody's ever told you look like a snack. That's why
True,
you
that's
didn't
true
get it.
too.
People also ask on Google.
I know Ginny brought up I was in Shape magazine, and it's like that didn't stick with anybody. I was named like top 50 hottest trainers in the U.S. in like 2014.
Okay, for what
But-
And
or 13.
For what it's worth, Sarah.
It's like 10 years ago, but still, I will take it. Thank you.
yeah,
I think you're looking like a snack.
Oh, thanks, Caleigh. That's my first slang.
I just gave her her first sling.
wow.
People also ask, is looking like a snack a compliment?
Yeah. What does it say?
When a guy says you look like a snack, some people
What
Google.
does it say?
Oh, we want the answer.
Get the answer.
Well, snack refers to a person who is nice looking. Look, spelled with a CK. Attractive or sexy. And then people Google, do I look like a snack to you? It means you're very attractive to them. So I think we get the point.
Yeah.
I can't remember how that started,
I missed your joke.
but here we are. We're talking about.
We're talking about snacking.
You know what the title of this episode is going to be called?
What? Snack?
Do I look like a snack?
Yes.
2 C's or the CK?
I'll probably just go with the standard CK.
Oh, okay.
Just to keep it real.
All right. We'll see what people think about that. But
Oh, God. You're just a treasure.
She is.
We need to protect you. At all costs.
oh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm glad I know now. I'm so much more educated with you in my life.
I don't know if that's a
Caleigh?
good thing or a bad thing, but
I don't know either, but to be determined, I guess. So, well, then there we go. I learned a lot today. Did you learn something today?
I did. I learned a lot.
Oh, don't be a snacker, but you can be a snack.
I need to rein in on my snacking.
You're not going to get
so
your
that
abs
I
if
can
you.
look like a snack.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. So that is worth talking about. It's some food for thought.
Let's see what you did there. Look at you cracking jokes.
I'm trying. But Lady Bodies Consulting, there's a public page. They do share quite a bit.
They do share a lot of good
information.
stuff. I actually have really enjoyed following their page, and they are one of those kind of tough love.
Oh yeah, they shoot it to you straight. It's really great, but the content is on point, and they don't lie to you. It's very direct and straightforward, and so they're definitely worth the follow.
Oh, we need to get this shirt torn between looking like a snack and eating one.
Oh,
I've never
and it's
related
hot
to
pink.
anything more.
We just need to slap the Nacho Fitness Coach logo on the back, and like, there we go.
Boom.
We'll add it to the merch store
Act like we made that
on
up.
the website, because we've got that. You know, we sell merch
We do sell merch.
on nachofitnesscoach.com.
All right.
That's it.
We done here?
That's all we got for today. So go follow them.
Go follow
because they're
them.
great. Find them on their socials, and highly recommend.
Yep.
So until next time.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to head over to our Instagram at Nacho Fitness Coach and let us know how you feel about the topic. Do you love it or hate it?
Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe or follow button wherever you're listening. And if you like our podcast, leave us a rating. See you next time.
You've been listening to Euphony Innovatives Sonified.